Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the full moon that's coming up on September 29th. We're going to take a look at each individual life path number and the forecast that this full moon could bring forth. Before we do that, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading where we'll take a deep dive into your own numerology chart or forecasts, just book some time with me. I would love to work with you. The information for my website and to book is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. 33 sixes. So this full moon is highlighting for you all your own energy. So it's a 6 cycle, right? So that is your life path number, right? 6 energy. And so this full moon is highlighting the energy of the 6. And you're working with the energy of Penguin. So this is really beautiful. With Penguin energy coming through, there's something here about getting together with friends, leaning on friends, sharing, like being vulnerable, sharing your needs, that sort of thing, and sort of reaching out to people for support. It doesn't have to be anything heavy or whatever, but it's just like kind of that opportunity to just surround yourself with people who make you feel good and that you can celebrate with, even if you're just celebrating your experience together. This is a time to allow yourself to feel supported, to surround yourself with people who help you to feel supported, and who can just help you to unwind, let your hair down a little bit, have a good time, find your joy, don't take things too serious type thing, right? Because remember, you are double 3s, right? 3 energy is all about the inner child, joy, optimism, idealistic outlooks. It's very much about being uniquely you and, just embracing sort of the softer sides of life, even through the chaos, even through the challenges. I'm just looking out my window and there's literally a bald eagle flying outside my window. That's incredibly beautiful. Anyway, so I guess I could use that as a metaphor for standing in your power, right? So maybe that's supposed to come through as well. Own your space, be a presence, all those things. But for you all, there's definitely something here about, being authentically you, being, just surrounding yourself with people who help you to enjoy life, right? Like to not take things so serious, even when things can be very serious. So if there's an opportunity for you to, go to the movies with a friend or, have a party at your house or a get together at your house or whatever. If there's a social event or social opportunity, this full moon would be a great time to do that. Where again, you can just surround yourself with like-minded people who value you and celebrate you just like you do for them. So this is really incredibly beautiful energy in that sense. It's kind of like surrounding yourself with your soul group. If you're someone who, maybe you've recently relocated or something like that, and you don't have a solid soul group just yet, this full moon would be a great time, especially because the full moon is happening in Aries. So this is like taking an initiative, standing in your power, eagle energy, going after what you want, being very self-aware and what you need, aware of what you need, being self-driven, etc. But initiating, right? Being the leader in your own life. So this can be a time too where this would be a great opportunity to join a meetup or join some kind of a community event or something like that, where it puts you in a position to potentially meet people. And the people that are meant to be a part of your journey will find you, right? But you've got to put yourself out there. So this is a great time for all of that. But really, celebration kind of comes in with the penguin. So there's something here about celebrating life, celebrating your journey, celebrating yourself, celebrating others, and then allowing others to celebrate you. We don't really necessarily need a special event to be able to do that. And this full moon is saying, let's like pause and just like enjoy the fact that we are alive type thing. Even if it's challenging, even if there's hurdles and all of that, there is a true miracle, to the fact that we're here, right? So anyway, I think it's beautiful energy. I think it just reminds you that truly, 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 as a 33-6, you are meant to find your joy. You are meant to celebrate life, right? To really fall into that vibration, especially when it's difficult, Because if you can do it when it's difficult, you can do it when it's not so difficult, right? And there's definitely something here about support, like getting that support, asking for the support, and receiving that support, right? 33-6 energy is a very nurturing, giving kind of energy. But for there to be balance, you have to ask for what you need and then receive it. And if someone's not able to give you what you need at this point in time, find somebody who is. And that's nothing against that person. It's beautiful that they're being honest, that they can't show up in that way. But it gives you the responsibility to find someone, whether that's a friend or if it's a professional, right? If you're moving through things and you're really, truly having a hard time finding your joy or feeling supported, there's therapists, there's different professionals that can help you with that. So this is definitely a time to, again, take the reins and be the leader within your own life, especially when it comes to your joy and those fun, just enjoyment. This life, even though 33-6 is a big energy, it's not meant to be all trials and tribulations. Like, are those going to go anywhere? No, but the joy is meant to balance it out, right? So anyway, do what you can. But if you don't have a support system in place, there are professionals that can help you to move through whatever you're moving through and to support you. And that's really such a big energy at this time. But don't expect people to just show up knowing what you need. There's definitely something here about with this Aries full moon with, you have to initiate it. You have to ask for it. You have to, again, take or be the authority within your own life. And not have the expectation that someone else is just going to instinctively know what you need or that they're going to be able to meet that expectation or that need, right? So yeah, and with the 6 energy, you could see things come up around like honesty. Are you being very honest with yourself? Are you being honest with others about how you feel, what you need? Your current circumstances. Are there things that you're like more in avoidance with at this time? And so this full moon, especially in Aries, can put pressure on where it is that you might be in avoidance or of trying to avoid a situation because it might create conflict or it might create uncomfortableness. Aries is a very strong-willed, very, I don't want to say stubborn, but it is a very stubborn energy, right? It's going to see what it wants and it's going to go after it. And so it's not going to be meek and mild. It's not a meek and mild kind of energy. And so the fact that this full moon is happening in Aries is kind of pushing us to be more assertive with what we need, right? To thrive. And if we are assertive in that and we can't receive it for some reason, we try again. We go somewhere else. We find, we continue to move past those limitations by taking the lead. So there's definitely something here around that with the 6 energy. Also, things around home life, relationships, the closer relationships, those could show up, as something that either needs to close out and you need to take the lead in that, or something may close out and then you need to take the lead in how you move forward, right? But all of this is done under the umbrella of support, like receiving support from others while you do it. Yes, you have the authority over your own life. And yes, you have to take the leadership, but you're not meant to do it alone. You're meant to do it while being supported. And so, but it's your job to, of course, find the support. So, and I know you know all this 33s, but this energy is just very, very strong at this time, especially because it's your own energy that you're working with the 6, right? So it's going to highlight those areas where you're not in alignment with the 6 energy. So truth, honesty, love, how we give, how we receive, those things. So you may see those things, in deeper relationships, etc. So where there's, where you might be out of alignment with some of those energies, you could see that be sort of at the forefront under this full moon, especially with Aries. It keeps coming back to you're going to have to take the initiative. You're going to have to be the leader to initiate or to instigate whatever this is to make sure that it happens. This isn't, with it being Aries, an Aries full moon, this is not, nobody's going to do it for us. Or they're not going to, they might do it for us, but it's not going to be as aligned for ourselves as it would be if we took the lead. So I hope that all makes sense. But, key takeaway is make sure you feel supported during this full moon. However you need to do that. And it doesn't have to be heavy. It can very much be jovial and fun and just going out and having a good time. But allow yourself the space to do that, right? I hope it's a beautiful 133s. Take care. Bye for now.